Hello everyone, welcome to lecture series on basic electronics. We were discussing module number 2, that is FET and SCR. Contents covered in the previous lecture are MOSFET, types of MOSFET and working of depletion enhancement type of MOSFET. Contents covered in this lecture are working of N-channel eMOSFET and working of P-channel eMOSFET, as well as difference between depletion enhancement MOSFET and enhancement type MOSFET. Learning outcomes. After this lecture, the students will have a better understanding of MOSFETs, construction and working of N-channel and P-channel eMOSFET. So MOSFETs are classified into two main types. So those are DE MOSFET and E MOSFET. So we know that DE MOSFET stands for depletion enhancement MOSFET and E MOSFET is an enhancement type MOSFET. So DE MOSFET means it is depletion enhancement type MOSFET because it works both in depletion mode and enhancement mode. Hence it is called as an DE MOSFET. Whereas E MOSFET is called as an enhancement type MOSFET because it works only in an enhancement mode but not in depletion mode. So in case of an E MOSFET, we have two classification. One is called as an N-channel E MOSFET and another one is P-channel E MOSFET. So here enhancement type MOSFET, it is normally called as an off MOSFET, or it is equivalent to normally an open switch. So in order to turn on this device, we require a gate source voltage, so that is VGS, in order to switch the device on, or in order to turn on the device we require a gate source voltage which is denoted as an VGS. So this is an enhancement type MOSFET. So symbols, let us discuss the first type of eMOSFET, that is N-channel eMOSFET. So in case of an N-channel eMOSFET, we are going to discuss what are the symbols used and construction of an N-channel eMOSFET, working of N-channel eMOSFET and its characteristics curve. So this is the symbol of an N-channel eMOSFET. So in case of an eMOSFET, we have four terminals. The four terminals are gate, drain, source and substrate. So this is a symbol for an N-channel eMOSFET. So alternative symbol is, we can make use of this symbol also, wherein we have a short connection, that is substrate and source are connected. So any out of these two, any symbol can be used for representing an N-channel eMOSFET. So now let us discuss the construction of an N-channel eMOSFET. So in case of an eMOSFET, we know that there are four terminals. One is called as an source, gate, drain as well as substrate. So in case of an N-channel MOSFET, we have a P-type substrate wherein two heavily doped N plus regions are diffused by about 25 nanometer. So we have two N plus regions which are diffused on a P-type of substrate which are separated by about 25 micrometer. So in order, we know that, again I told that there are four terminals, that is nothing but source, gate, drain as well as substrate. So here in case of N-channel eMOSFET, initially there is an no channel construction, so that there is an absence of an N-channel. So the channel can be created depending upon the gate source voltage applied. So here we have two N plus region which can act as a source and drain. So there is an ohmic contact made at the source terminal and drain terminal in order to get connected to the two N plus region. So one is called as an source and another one is called as an drain, and in above we have a oxide layer, that is an SiO2 layer is developed. A thin layer of insulating SiO2 layer is developed over this particular surface, and as usual there is an ohmic contact in order to connect this N plus regions. And there is a gate material, there is a conducting layer of aluminum which will act as a gate on SiO2 layer for the entire channel region. So this is the gate region. So this is an aluminum contact. So we call this terminal as a gate terminal. So in case of an eMOSFET, that is enhancement type of MOSFET, initially during fabrication process there is an absence of the channel. So channel can be created depending upon the type of depending upon the gate source voltage we are going to apply. So because of this, as it is an N channel MOSFET, we have a P type of substrate with a 2N plus region. Above this we have an SiO2 layer, and these two regions are connected with the help of the aluminum contact, or there is an metal contact, and we have a gate material. So here this is again an aluminum one which is placed above the top of the SiO2 layer. So this is the construction of an N channel eMOSFET. So let us discuss the working or operation of an N channel eMOSFET. So this is the circuit diagram for an N channel eMOSFET. So we can apply different gate source voltage which is denoted as an VGS. Any voltage that is applied between gate and source terminal, we call it as an VGS, and a voltage that is applied between drain and source, we call it as an VDS. So voltage that is applied between drain terminal and source terminal, it is called as VDS, and that voltage that is applied between gate and source, we call it as an VGS, that is gate source voltage. So here it is denoted as VGS, gate source voltage, and VDS, it is a drain source voltage that is applied between drain terminal and source terminal. VGS is a voltage that is applied between gate and source terminal. So now depending upon the type of the voltage we are going to apply, so there will be a conduction in the N channel eMOSFET. So let us discuss which are the types of different voltages that can be applied in order to make the conduction in case of N channel eMOSFET. So here under the working of an N channel eMOSFET, the first one will consider with no gate voltage. So there is an absence of gate voltage. So there is no voltage applied between gate terminal and source terminal, but we have a positive voltage VDS. So VDS means it is a drain source voltage. So whenever a gate source voltage is equal to 0, VGS is equal to 0. So then VGS is 0 means there is due to when we keep VGS is equal to 0, it indicates that no gate source voltage is applied because of the absence of this voltage. So and we don't have any channel over here for current to flow from source to drain. So because of the absence of the channel, so channel is not at all present between source and drain, hence no current can flow from source to drain. So hence eMOSFET, it is called as an off MOSFET. So hence in general we say that eMOSFET, that is enhancement type of MOSFET, it is normally called as an open switch. So now we are supposed to turn on this device. So in order to turn on this device, we are supposed to apply a positive gate source voltage. So positive gate source voltage indicates that positive terminal of the power supply needs to be connected to the gate terminal, wherein negative terminal of the power supply, it is connected to source. And as usual we have a positive VDS. So that is positive terminal of the power supply, it is connected to the drain, whereas negative terminal, it is connected to the source. So under this arrangement we have a positive potential at the gate terminal. So because of this positive potential, we know that type of the substrate, here we are making use of P type of substrate. So in case of P type of substrate, the majority charge carriers are holes, whereas minority carriers are electrons. So because of this positive potential, that is for positive VGS, all the holes that are present near this region, they starts to repel. All the holes that are available in this region, they starts to repel because of this positive potential. whereas electrons, which are the minority charge carriers that are present in the p type of substrate, are attracted because of this positive potential. So hence electron starts to move towards the gate terminal. No doubt that they are not at all going to cross this SiO2 layer, because this SiO2 layer is an insulating region. So all the electrons, which are the minority carriers that are present in the p type of substrate, they are going to get accumulated near this region, that is near this gate region. So and this forms a channel. So whenever a channel is formed, automatically then because of this negative potential, the electrons starts to repel and they start attracted towards drain terminal, because at the drain terminal we have a positive potential. So there will be a movement of electrons. So movement of electrons means automatically there will be a flow of current. So drain current, there will be a flow of drain current. So that is when a sufficient number, creating a channel for current flow. So this makes a creating a channel for current flow when a sufficient number of electrons accumulate near the surface of the substrate under the gate, that is under the gate, an N region is created. So this makes an creation of an N region. Hence we call it as an induced N channel. So connecting the source and drain region. So this MOSFET, now we can call it as an N channel MOSFET or NMOS transistor. So because of this induced channel, now channel is available, it is created. So now if you keep on increasing the VGS value, for the increase in VDS, automatically there will be a flow of current, nothing but there will be a drain current. So this is regarding working of an N channel eMOSFET. So that is, there is a minimum gate voltage that requires for the significant flow of current. So that particular voltage we call it as a threshold gate voltage. So now the question is, what should be the minimum gate voltage that needs to be applied for creation of this channel as well as for the flow of current or for the flow of drain current. So that particular voltage we call it as a threshold gate voltage. So threshold gate voltage is the minimum gate voltage that causes the significant flow of drain current, and it is normally denoted by, you can call it as an VGST or it is denoted by VT. So VGST or VT is nothing but it is a threshold gate voltage or the minimum gate voltage that makes the significant flow of the drain current. So for drain current ID becomes equal to 0 whenever gate source voltage applied, if it is less than the threshold voltage. So if we apply a gate source voltage less than this threshold voltage, automatically drain current comes equal to 0. So if we want to get the drain current, then drain VGS must be greater than VT or it should be equal to VT. So drain current is given by ID is equal to K into VGS minus VT whole square. So where K is called as an constant. So K is nothing but it is a constant term which is a function of construction of the device. So when VGS is equal to 0, so first case is when VGS is equal to 0 and we have applied a positive VDS. So during that time we call it as an eMOSFET as off MOSFET. So there is automatically no creation of the channel. If there is no channel, that is in the case of absence of channel, so because we don't have any potential at the gate source voltage, due to the absence of gate source potential, automatically there is no creation of the channel. So when there is no creation of the channel, then no current or no electron movement will be there from source to drain. Hence eMOSFET is considered to be as an off MOSFET. So now when we apply VGS is equal to positive and VDS is positive, so eMOSFET is considered to be as an on MOSFET. So now the device is going to get turn on and automatically there is a flow of drain current provided VGS is equal to VT or VGS is greater than or equal to threshold voltage. So threshold voltage is the minimum voltage that is required to make the drain current in order to flow for the minimum flow of drain current. So now let us move to the characteristics curve of drain characteristics curve of an n-channel EMOS FET. So this n-channel EMOS FET drain characteristics curve, it is plotted versus that is drain source voltage VDS and drain current ID. So here we have a positive VDS. So this curve or this parameter is all the values are of positive one, and we need to apply a minimum gate source voltage, that is threshold voltage. So if we apply a minimum threshold voltage, that is VT or VGST, there will be a channel creation. So increase in the value of VGS above threshold voltage, there will be an increase in the drain current. So for further increase in the drain source voltage, ID remains constant. So further increase in the VGS greater than VT, so automatically there will be an increase in the drain current. So keep on increasing the VGS value in a positive direction, there will be an increase in the drain current. So for further value of VDS, drain current remains constant. So this is called as the drain characteristics curve of n-channel EMOS FET. So now let us discuss enhancement P type of MOS FET. So this is a symbol of P channel EMOS FET. We have a gate, drain, source and a substrate, and we check out the arrow direction in case of an P channel EMOS FET. So let us discuss the construction and working of an P channel EMOS FET. So in case of the construction of P channel EMOS FET, we have an N-type substrate. So type of a substrate is an N-type, and we have two heavily doped P plus regions at the source and drain terminal. So we have an aluminum contact for the P plus region, that is for source and drain region, and there is no channel, means there is an absence of the channel between these two heavily doped P plus region. So which is, and we have a gate terminal on the top of the SiO2 layer. So now due to the application, depending upon the gate source voltage applied, so there will be a channel formation below this gate layer. So we have an induced P channel. So this P channel is going to get induced depending upon the type of the gate source voltage we are going to apply. So here the type of the channel creation that requires is of P type of channel. So we have, in case of an P channel EMOS FET, we have a negative VDS and VGS is applied. So VGS is also a negative. So this is a circuit diagram for P channel EMOS FET. So in case of P channel EMOS FET, suppose if we apply no gate voltage. So whenever there is no gate voltage, automatically, so if the gate source voltage is absent, so there will be a no channel formation, the channel cannot be induced, so thus there is no flow of drain current from source to drain. So next is we are supposed to create a channel for the current flow. So how we can create a channel for the current flow is, so now apply a negative potential for the gate source voltage. So if, that is for the gate terminal. So if I apply a negative potential, so applying a negative potential is nothing but negative terminal of the power supply is connected to the gate terminal, wherein positive terminal of the power supply is connected to source. So due to the negative potential present at the gate terminal, so now in case of P type of substrate, we know that majority charge carriers are electrons and minority charge carriers are holes. So because of this negative potential present or available at the gate terminal, now all the holes which are the minority charge carriers which are present in the N type of substrate are attracted towards the gate terminal. So making or creation, so this makes a creation of an P channel. So therefore P channel is induced near the gate terminal. Anyhow these positive terminals, positive or holes are not going to cross this SiO2 layer, because we have an SiO2 layer and it is not going to get cross this SiO2 layer, and they are not going to get attracted by this gate terminal. All the holes are going to present near the gate terminal and it is not going to get crossed. So now when we apply a more and more negative voltage, so then more and more number of volts are going to get accumulated near this region. So hence there will be a conduction of drain current. So drain current starts to flow. So when a sufficient number of holes accumulate near the surface of the substrate under a negative gate source voltage, so then a channel is created. So that channel creation is going to happen between source and drain region. So thus this MOS FET is considered to be as an P channel MOS FET, because type of the channel we refer it as an P channel MOS FET, because all the charge carriers that are going to get accumulated are of holes. Hence we call it as an P channel MOS FET, or even it is called as an PMOS transistor. So now this is the drain characteristics curve of P channel EMOS FET, which is plotted versus drain source voltage and drain current. So with the application of negative gate source voltage. So increase in the negative gate source voltage, there will be an increase in the drain current. So and minimum gate source voltage, it should be equal to or greater than threshold gate voltage. So now let us discuss the difference between depletion enhancement type MOS FET and EMOS FET. So in case of depletion enhanced MOS FET, it works both in depletion mode and enhancement mode. Hence it is called as an DEMOS FET. Whereas in case of an EMOS FET works only in enhancement mode. So second difference is, in case of DEMOS FET, the channel is permanently fabricated at the time of construction itself. But in case of an enhancement MOS FET, the channel does not exist initially, it will be induced later. That is, the channel is developed by applying a proper gate source voltage. That is nothing but VGS voltage. So that VGS voltage, obviously it should be greater than the threshold voltage, so which is applied at the gate terminal. So these are the two main difference between DEMOS FET and EMOS FET. So now let us discuss applications of EMOS FETs. MOS FETs are used in digital integrated circuits such as microprocessors. It is used in calculators as well as in memories and CMOS logic gates. Also it is used in case of analog switches and mainly an amplifiers. So these are the applications of EMOS FET. Summary. So we have discussed MOS FETs and types of MOS FETs. Also we have discussed construction of N channel EMOS FET. So it is an EMOS FET. So construction of N channel EMOS FET and working of EMOS FET along with the characteristics curve. Thank you.